My beloved child, I am so glad you are here in this moment. There are no accidents in my universe, and your presence here right now is part of a plan I have been weaving for you since before time began. I have been calling you to hear these words, and finally, you have answered. Do you know how many times I have whispered to your soul to come to this exact place at this exact time? Do you know how carefully I have orchestrated the events of your day to lead you here? This is not random. This is divine appointment. Today I want to speak to you about something that has been weighing on your heart, something that keeps you awake at 3 in the morning when the world is silent and your thoughts grow loud, something that makes you question whether you are being foolish or faithful, whether you are holding on to a beautiful truth or clinging to a painful illusion. I see you. I see every tear that falls when you think no one is watching, when you turn your face into your pillow so the world cannot hear your heart breaking. I see the way your heart jumps when his name appears on your phone, the way your breath catches, the way time seems to stop for just a moment. I see the confusion in your eyes when you wonder why I would allow you to feel so deeply for someone who belongs, at least for now, to another life, to another woman. I see you checking your phone, hoping for a message. I see you replaying memories in your mind, analyzing every word he said, every look he gave you, searching for confirmation that what you feel is real. Let me be clear with you, precious one. This connection you feel is not your imagination. This love that stirs in your soul when you think of him is not a mistake. I woven your spirits together long before either of you drew breath in this world. I knew that one day your paths would cross, and when they did, both of you would feel the echo of eternity in each other's presence. But I also knew that the timing would not be simple. I knew that there would be complications, commitments and other souls involved, and I allowed this not to punish you but to prepare you for something far greater than you can currently comprehend. You see, my child, easy love teaches you very little. When love arrives wrapped in perfection with no obstacles and no resistance, you learn to take it for granted. You never discover the depths of your own capacity to love without condition, to trust without evidence, to remain faithful when every logical reason tells you to walk away. But this situation, this beautiful and painful situation, is teaching you to love the way I love without possession, without control, without the need to have everything resolved on your timeline. You are learning what it means to hold space in your heart for someone while also holding space for their journey, their lessons, their growth, even when it does not include you in the way you wish it would. I want to tell you what is happening in his heart right now because you deserve to know the truth. This man thinks about you in ways that surprise even him, in ways that catch him off guard when he is supposed to be focused on something else entirely. When he wakes in the morning before his conscious mind floods with the demands of his day, there is a moment, just a brief sacred moment where his soul reaches for yours across the distance. He wonders if you slept well, if you are happy, if you dreamed, if you ever think about him the way he thinks about you throughout his day. Small things remind him of you. A song that comes on the radio and suddenly he is transported to a memory of your laughter. A phrase someone says that sounds like something you would say. The way light falls through a window, creating patterns that remind him of the way you looked at him that one time when your guard was down. A specific shade of color, a scent carried on the wind. And each time, his heart does something it does not do when he thinks about anyone else. It softens, it opens, it expands. It remembers what it feels like to be fully alive, fully present, fully human. He finds himself wanting to tell you things, small things, important things. When something funny happens, you are the first person he wants to share it with. When something troubles him, your face appears in his mind and he wonders what you would say, how you would see it differently. He composes messages to you in his mind that he never sends. He imagines conversations you might have, debates you might enjoy, moments you might share. This is not casual interest, this is soul recognition, but he also carries confusion and guilt. He looks at his current life, at the woman who shares his days, and he feels trapped between what his soul knows is true and what his circumstances seem to demand. He feels torn between honoring commitments he made in the past and honoring the truth that is emerging in his present. Some days he feels like he is living two lives. The life he has built, comfortable and familiar but somehow hollow, and the life he glimpses when he thinks of you, unknown and uncertain but vibrant with possibility. The conflict between these two realities is creating a pressure in his chest that grows stronger each day. He is not at peace, and that lack of peace is the catalyst that will eventually force him to choose truth over comfort. Let me speak to you about her, about the other woman, because I know this is where your pain lives most intensely. You wonder why, if this connection between you and him is so real, so undeniable, so written in the stars, I would allow her to be in the way. You wonder what she has that you do not. Is she more beautiful, more accomplished, more deserving? You wonder if you are foolish to believe that someone who has made commitments to another person could ever truly be yours. You question your own judgment, your own worth, your own understanding of what love truly means. But here is what you need to understand, and this might be difficult to hear at first, but it holds the key to your freedom. She is not your enemy. She is not a barrier I placed in your path to torment you or test your patience. She is not an obstacle to be overcome. She is a soul on her own journey, walking her own path, learning her own lessons, just as you are learning yours. She is teaching him lessons he could not learn any other way, lessons he would never have learned if his path had been simple and straight. She represents his past, his comfort zone, his familiar patterns, the person he thought he was supposed to be before he met you and discovered who he truly is. She is showing him, through contrast, what real soul connection feels like. She is holding up a mirror that reveals the difference between settling and soaring, between comfort and transformation. Without her presence, he might never fully appreciate the rarity and purity of what exists between you and him. He might take it for granted. I know this is hard. I know every fiber of your being wants me to simply remove her from the picture so you can step into the space you believe is meant for you. I know you have prayed for this, perhaps even felt guilty for praying for it. But my timing is not about convenience. It is not about giving you what you want the moment you want it. My timing is about completion, about wholeness, about ensuring that when you finally come together, nothing from the past can disrupt what I am building for your future. So what is my purpose in all of this? Why am I allowing you to go through such exquisite pain? Because, my beloved, I am not just preparing a relationship, I am preparing you. Every moment of longing is stretching your capacity to love. Every tear is washing away your need to control outcomes. Every night you choose faith over fear is strengthening your trust in my perfect timing. You are becoming someone extraordinary, someone who knows how to love without grasping, who knows how to wait without bitterness, who knows how to hold hope without attachment to specific outcomes. And when you finally come together with this man, you will bring these gifts into your union, and they will make everything more beautiful than it could have been if you had come together before this refining process was complete. You will know how to love him without suffocating him. You will know how to trust the journey even when you cannot see the destination. These are the qualities that create relationships that last forever. Let me tell you about the signs I have been sending you. Have you noticed how often you see repeated numbers when you think of him? How songs seem to play at exactly the right moment, carrying messages you needed to hear? These are not coincidences. These are my way of telling you that I am present in this story, that I am orchestrating details you cannot see. I am speaking to you constantly through the language of synchronicity. And in those moments when doubt creeps in, pay attention to what happens next. Within hours or days, something will occur that reignites your hope. These are me, reaching through the veil, reminding you that I have not forgotten you. I want to tell you about the moment that is coming. I see it as clearly as you see the screen in front of you right now. There will be a conversation between him and the other woman. It will not be dramatic or angry. It will be quiet, almost gentle. They will both finally speak truths they have been avoiding for months, perhaps years. She will admit that she has felt his emotional distance, that she knows his heart is elsewhere. He will find the courage to be honest, not in a cruel way, but in a way that honors both of their journeys. They will cry together, not just from sadness, but from the relief that comes when truth is finally spoken aloud. And in that moment, they will both realize that letting go is not a failure but a gift they are giving each other. This conversation is closer than you think. I have been preparing both of their hearts for this moment. I have been softening the ground, arranging circumstances, orchestrating small awakenings that will lead to the bigger one. You have been praying for this, and I have been answering, but in my way and in my time. Trust that I know what I am doing. Trust that I love both of you too much to allow anything less than my best for your lives. Now let me speak to what you must do while you wait. Your role is not passive, my child. I am not asking you to sit in sadness, staring at your phone, putting your life on hold until he is free. I am asking you to live fully right now. I am asking you to become so radiant with your own joy, your own purpose, your own connection to me that you become a lighthouse. Not to attract him, though you will, but because shining is your nature. Invest in yourself during this time. Take that class you have been thinking about. Pursue that hobby that makes you lose track of time. Nurture the friendships that feed your soul. Become so absorbed in becoming the fullest version of yourself that hours pass without you checking your phone. This is not about distracting yourself from pain. This is about building a life so rich and full that when he finally does arrive, he is walking into an already abundant existence rather than filling an empty void. And here is the paradox I want you to understand. The moment you stop needing him to complete you, the moment you are genuinely whole on your own, that is the moment when everything shifts. You are not half a person waiting for someone else to make you whole. You are already complete, and when two complete people come together, they do not complete each other, they amplify each other. This is the foundation that creates unbreakable love. I am also asking you to do something that may seem impossible. I am asking you to bless her, yes, the other woman. I am asking you to send her love instead of resentment. This does not mean you have to like the situation, but it means you release the poison of jealousy from your own heart. When you can genuinely wish for her highest good, when you can see her as another one of my children finding her way, you free yourself from the chains of comparison. You step into a higher frequency where miracles happen easily. Some of you might be wondering how long you should wait. Let me ease your mind. You will know. When it is time to release this and walk a different path, I will make it unmistakably clear. You will feel a shift in your spirit. The longing will transform into peace. But right now, if you are reading these words and your heart is saying yes, stay, trust, believe, then that is me speaking to you. That is me asking you to hold on a little longer because what I am building is almost ready to be revealed. I want to share something about the gifts that are being formed in you right now. You do not see them yet because you are still in the fire, still in the process of transformation, but I see them. I see them as clearly as a sculptor sees the finished statue inside the block of marble before the first strike of the chisel. I see the patience you never had before. The old you would have demanded answers immediately, would have forced conversations, would have created drama to get resolution. But look at you now, you are learning to wait with grace. You are learning that some things cannot be rushed, that some processes must unfold in their own time. I see the faith that has grown strong through testing. Every time you choose to believe when circumstances give you every reason to doubt, your faith muscles grow stronger. Every time you choose hope over cynicism, trust over suspicion, you are building spiritual strength that will serve you for the rest of your life. This kind of faith does not come from easy circumstances. It comes from exactly the situation you are in right now. I see the unconditional love that has developed in your heart, the kind of love that does not demand immediate returns, that gives freely even when it hurts. You are learning to love him not because of what he can give you, not because of how he makes you feel, but simply because loving him has become woven into the fabric of who you are. This is the highest form of love. This is the love that changes the world. I see your capacity for discernment growing stronger. You are learning the difference between intuition and anxiety, between genuine divine guidance and fearful projection. You are learning to recognize my voice among all the other voices. You are developing spiritual sensitivity that will guide you not just in this relationship but in every decision you make for the rest of your life. These qualities are priceless. These qualities will serve you not just in this relationship but in every area of your life. You are becoming the kind of person who can hold complexity with grace, who can sit in uncertainty without losing hope. Do you see what I am doing? I am not just giving you a man. I am making you into someone magnificent. Someone worthy of the extraordinary love story I am writing for you. Now let me tell you about what happens after the conversation. After he is finally free, there will be a period where he needs to find his own footing. He will need time to process the end of one chapter before he can fully step into the next. Do not panic during this time. Do not interpret his need for space as rejection. He is gathering himself, becoming clear, preparing to come to you as a whole person rather than a broken one. Think of it like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. There is a period where it must rest, where its wings must dry before it can fly. He needs this time to complete his metamorphosis. This pause is healthy. This pause is necessary. And it will make your coming together so much sweeter because he will arrive at your door with no divided loyalties, no unfinished business, no lingering confusion. When you finally come together, and you will, it will feel like every moment of pain was worth it. You will understand why the timing had to be exactly as it was. You will see how every delay was actually divine protection. You will look back on this difficult season and recognize it as the sacred preparation it truly is. The love you will share will be deeper than anything either of you has known before, because it will be built on a foundation of conscious choice and divine timing. This will not be accidental love or convenient love. This will be chosen love, intentional love. Soul-level love that has been tested by fire and emerged stronger. You will have a love story that inspires others to believe in miracles, to trust in perfect timing, to wait for their soul person instead of settling for less. Your union will ripple out and touch lives in ways you cannot yet imagine. I want to leave you with this promise. I am with you in every moment of this journey. When you feel alone, especially in those dark hours of the night when doubt whispers loudest, I am there. When you cry, when the pain feels too big to contain and tears fall without warning, I am collecting every tear because each one is precious to me. I am not a distant God watching your pain from far away. I am intimately involved in every detail of your story. I am closer to you than your own breath. I am whispering encouragement when you need it most, though you might not always recognize my voice. I am arranging circumstances you cannot see, moving pieces on a board so vast you cannot comprehend the full picture. I am working in his heart even when you have no evidence of change, even when it seems like nothing is happening. I am softening his defenses. I am opening his eyes. I am preparing his heart to receive the love you carry. I am preparing the path before you, removing obstacles, creating openings, orchestrating synchronicities that will all make sense when you look back on them later. Everything. Absolutely everything. Is working together for your good. The delays that frustrate you are protecting you from timing that would have created complications. The doors that seem closed are redirecting you toward better paths. The pain you feel is not punishment but purification, burning away everything that is not essential. The waiting is not wasted time but sacred preparation, shaping you into someone capable of sustaining the magnitude of love I have planned for you. You are not crazy for believing in this connection. You are not foolish for holding on to hope when others might tell you to give up. You are not weak for choosing faith over fear when cynicism would be easier. Let me tell you what you actually are. You are courageous. Brave enough to love when love comes with no guarantees. You are faithful, demonstrating the kind of spiritual strength that most people never develop. You are learning to love the way heaven loves, with patience and perseverance and purity, and that makes you powerful beyond measure. So keep going, precious one. Keep believing when others would tell you to move on. Keep trusting when logic would suggest you are being naive. Keep living your life with joy and purpose and fullness. Keep your heart open without letting it be destroyed by waiting. Keep shining your light without dimming it to make others comfortable. Keep being exactly who you are becoming, because who you are becoming is magnificent. The breakthrough is coming. Not might come, not could come, but is coming with the certainty of dawn following night. The conversation is coming, the freedom is coming, and when it does, you will step into a love so pure, so true, so aligned with my highest vision for you that everything else will fade into insignificance. All the pain will make sense. All the waiting will reveal its purpose. Before you go, I want to ask you one more thing. Type, "I believe in divine love" in the comments. Let me see your faith. Let me know you heard my voice today. Let this be your declaration that despite the pain, despite the waiting, you trust me. Your testimony might be exactly what someone else needs to keep going. Share this message, subscribe, so you never miss when I have something important to say to you, my dear child. And remember, always remember, you are loved beyond measure, you are chosen, you are valued, and your time is coming. Walk forward in faith, surrounded by my presence, held by my love, and certain of your beautiful destiny. Until we speak again, be at peace.